BNP Paribas, partenaire des plus belles histoires de Roland-Garros, aux côtés des ramasseurs de balles depuis plus de 50 ans.
Yeah, just a great sense of gratitude for the kind of support that I received tonight. It was incredible. I don't think I've ever received this much support on this stadium in my career in big matches against the best players in the world. So I'm very, very honored to experience that. Obviously, not the happiest because of the loss, but you know, I try to show my gratitude to the crowd because they were terrific in the moments when, you know, it seemed like it was going all of his way, and then they would lift me up, they would encourage me and, you know, give me strength to keep going and fight to the last ball, which I did. Congratulations to Jannik for another very good and solid performance. I think mentally he deserved a big credit for hanging in there in the tough moments when the whole stadium was cheering, and you know, it was set points down, and he managed to find some really good shots. So he showed why he's #1 in the world. It was just too solid for me tonight.
Hi Novak, the gratitude to which you refer as you sort of said goodbye on this occasion, do you think if you're in good health in a year's time you expect to be here?
I mean, this could have been the last match ever I played here, so I don't know. That's why it was even a bit more emotional in the end. But if this was the farewell match of the Roland-Garros for me in my career, it was a wonderful one in terms of the atmosphere and what I got from the crowd.
I guess just to follow up on that, Novak, how long have you been feeling that way, that this could be your last time potentially?
Not long, you know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know really what tomorrow brings in a way at this point in my career. You know, I'm gonna keep on keeping on, I guess. You know, obviously Wimbledon is next, which is my childhood favorite tournament, and I'm gonna do everything possible to get myself ready, and I guess my best chances maybe are Wimbledon, you know, to win another slam, or, you know, faster hardcourt, maybe Australia or something like that. But, you know, I must say that I was proud of my effort tonight in this tournament, considering, you know, I wasn't in great form coming into Roland-Garros, but yeah, he was just too good for me tonight. Had some chances. The third set and the set point, I had a forehand and I went for it and I missed it, you know, and that's what this kind of guys like Sinner and Alcaraz particularly, you know, present on the court. You know, they put pressure, so, you know, they're constantly on you, and you know, basically increase the pressure as the match progresses. So when the opportunities are presented, they're very, very rare. So that's, you know, makes you a little bit more anxious, I guess, and you want to go for the shot or something, and that's what happened. I missed, but I think, you know, it's good not to get the bagel or breadstick from Sinner here tonight. He's been giving those quite a bit this tournament. But, you know, I think, look, in terms of the level of tennis, I think it was 3 tight sets, you know. Second and particularly third could have gone my way, yes. 1 or 2 points, 1 or 2 shots. But he was a deserved winner. I mean, he just, I felt constantly under pressure, and, you know, and he didn't allow me to kind of like have time to swing through the ball. He was just constantly on the line trying to make me defend. So that's why he's the #1 in the world, and I wish him best for the finals. I think it's going to be an amazing matchup with him and Carlos, 2 best players for sure at the moment.
I know, just when you said that it could be your last year, is that like all options are on the table, or is that like that's where you're leaning towards at the moment?
I said it could have been my last match. I didn't say it was. So I don't know right now. 12 months at this point in my career is quite a long time. Do I wish to play more? Yes, I do. But, you know, will I be able to play in 12 months' time here again? I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, I mean, that's all I can say for the moment.
You just talked about Wimbledon. You're going to try to be ready for Wimbledon. I would like to know how you manage your goals and your calendar right now. Must we understand that after Wimbledon you will have a thought on, do I want to go to the US Open? Is it working this way at the moment?
Well, at the moment, I will try to stick with the plan what I had, which is, you know, play the Grand Slams. Those tournaments are the priorities of my schedule, my calendar. Wimbledon and US Open, yes, they're in plans. So that's all I can say right now. I'm gonna, unless something, I don't know, happens, whatever. But I mean, I feel like I want to play Wimbledon. I want to play US Open. Those two for sure. For the rest, I'm not so sure.
And Novak, you've dug so deep so many times here and elsewhere, and you've shown that spirit to, I would say, warrior spirit, never to abandon the hope of the victory. Did you feel at some point that maybe that was draining away from you, and in the third set that maybe you hit a wall somewhere, and it's difficult to keep drawing from the well, so to speak? Well,
I mean, as I mentioned before, Jannik is a kind of a player that loves to play in a very fast pace the entire match, and he's very physically very fit, and he's striking the ball incredibly well. Always, he seems to be always in a good timing. Rarely he's off balance, and he's just playing the tennis of his life. So, wherever you play him, whatever surface, you know that you're going to get that fast pace entire time. So, which for me, I don't mind necessarily so much, because it makes me alert from the very beginning. And yeah, I mean, look, the first set, yeah, he was better, was still close, 6-4. Second set, had some break points. It was break, re-break. He served for a set. I came back, had 40-15, lost that one. Still deservedly he won the second. And the third, I thought I played probably the best tennis of the entire match. And, I think I was closer to win that set. And just in important moments, he came up with the right play and right mentality, and you have to congratulate him. That's it. He was definitely a better player tonight. Was a straight set loss, but I feel like I did give him a run for his money, so to say. I tried to make him work till the last shot. I didn't want to give up, particularly on such a big stage and semis of Grand Slam. So yeah, I did what I could. This is sport. You have to just shake the hand of the better player and move on.
Novak, a great match, great atmosphere, great Djokovic. If someone would say that that tonight you played even better than against Zverev, would be correct or not? And also, a few years ago you said that Sinner looked like to yourself some years ago. Is that correct?
You looked what?
That Sinner was playing a little bit like yourself years ago.
I don't know. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I mean, we are all different. But yeah, I mean, when I was at my best, I was also playing quite fast, all the time. But he's a different player, and I don't want to compare our games. I think he's unique in his own way. And did I play better? I would say no, because I lost. I mean, if I won, then maybe yes, but I lost the match. It's a different matchup. It's a different. With Zverev, I felt like I had a bit more time from baseline, to play different tactics or things. You have a bit more time on the ball to set up. With Jannik, no. With Jannik, no time. So yeah, you have to be constantly at your best. And I think I was playing on a pretty good level, honestly. Some moments on a really high level, but he did too. So yeah, he was just a level better than I was tonight.
Last one.
Hi, Novak. Sorry to go back to that, but could you just share what was the issue with your leg today? Because it seems that even before the match, you were stretching that leg a lot.
I mean, it was bothering me a little bit throughout this tournament, you know, in some long matches. It's a muscular issue that needed to be looked at and was worked on. But I guess the deeper you go into tournaments, the more physically exhausting matches you have, the more you're going to, I guess, worsen the problem in a sense. But it wasn't, you know, it wasn't giving me too much of a trouble. So I wouldn't say it was a hindrance to my game. You know, I still could move almost 100%. So it was okay. It was, I wouldn't give it too much attention, to be honest.
Last one.
Hi, Novak. Yeah, here. So it's Carlos against Jannik in the final. Do you think that in the future we will be able to compare their rivalry to other big tennis rivalry like yours with Roger or Rafa? Thank you.
At the moment, that's kind of hard because they need to play against each other for at least 10 plus years non-stop in order to be part of the same discussion. But they're definitely great for tennis, both of them. I think their rivalry is something that our sport needs, no doubt. And the way they're playing and the way they are approaching tennis life, I think they are going to have very successful careers in the next whatever years. You know, I'm sure that we are going to see them lifting the big trophies quite often.